I'll be honest, I never saw myself personally being a business owner. Not initially. I just kind of stumbled into it with a little bit of grace. For me, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with owning a salon, mostly because the space that I personally find myself in is not just about the style of the hair, but we're talking about more of a holistic approach to it. Hair is part of your skin. So oftentimes when people are going through stress or any health factors, your scalp is an indicator. It has to go somewhere. And so sometimes we see stress, postpartum, medications, health, different things. And so I like to really take an approach that makes sure that we're taking care of the person as a whole. So oftentimes your hairstylist is the first person that sees these things, especially if you're a person that's active, like you're at the salon all the time. So we just like to be somewhere that we're able to welcome people where they are, help them present themselves the way that they see themselves. As an employer, is really a goal for me to make sure that I have healthy workplaces for artists. Again, places where they can be in an environment that has clean air, that uses safe products, and that also really coaches understanding to make sure that we as hairstylists keep ourselves safe as well. Hairstylists are artists. We express ourselves. So even though we teach fundamentals and techniques, every person picks up a comb and uses it a little different, or they use a paintbrush a little different, or our fingers twist and braid and flip a curling wand a little bit different than the next person. Right now we have 4 artists plus a floater, so we have 5 technically. It may be unpopular in opinion to open a business and work by yourself for a whole year. I did it because I was a new business owner and I was also nervous about hiring a full team before I knew how to operate, manage, and just truly understand the business that I created. And then also, I'll say this. We had just came from COVID because I signed my lease here in 2021. And so coming fresh from COVID, I wanted to understand if my business could withstand stress. And that was like running on graveyard. So if everybody's not here, does the business survive if there's one person bringing in revenue? So I was able to prove that, with just my own revenue and clientele, that running on skeleton, yes, we could survive. The rent could be paid, the taxes could be paid. We would have products, the clients wouldn't suffer, so on and so forth. And so then from there, I was able to slowly hire a good team that one fit. They understood the salon culture. They respected the salon culture. They respected our clients. I was able to find people that were coachable, which was also really important to me. My thing is I want people to come in and feel relaxed or feel calm or feel chill. And then honestly, when it comes to the space that we're in, which is a little unique, we see people as their raw selves because, we are a curly hair salon. So with that being said, like our clients come in and they're already raw texture. Okay, it's not super polished, it's not straightened, it's not chemically, altered at all. And then also we ask them to come in with clean raw hair. We want them to come in with naked hair so that we can really see the canvas that we're working with. And for some people, they've never seen themselves without product or without their hair straightened. And so it's definitely a unique experience that we have to be very empathetic about. A couple of years ago, was it 2023 or 24, that we had the Crown Act, which is awesome because we have legislators who are really in the forefront to ensure that people are able to wear their natural textures for whatever reason in the workspace without being shunned upon or told to go home or fix themselves. I've witnessed this, and I've also been a person who has been told to fix themselves because I like to wear my hair big and large. A lot of times we're getting clients who are brand new to wearing their natural hair. So they're also, again, seeing themselves different than they've ever seen themselves before. So we just want to make sure that the space is relaxing enough for that. Legacy really is about the lives that you touch every day. And I guess I can attest to that because I grew up going to salons. So I will never forget my first stylist. Just always instilled so much in me to just feel confident. I just feel like you pick up things from the spaces that nurture you. ProsperUs has been super duper helpful because I've never gone a period over this 5 years that ProsperUs has not reached out. And when I say a period, I mean every quarter someone from ProsperUs calls and says, do you need anything? We have a new product. Have you heard about this? We have a class. Do you want to come to the block party? You know what I mean? Like, it's always something that ProsperUs is reaching out about. So you guys have been very, very helpful the entire time, from applying for the loan to now preparing to close out my loan. Like, it's been so amazing, especially again as someone who's very nervous about borrowing money. I'm no longer ever nervous about borrowing. I've been borrowed all the time now. I remember it was going into summer and I had just hired my first employee and everything like that. And so now we're rocking and rolling. I got 2 new employees and I was actually going through some health challenges. I was honestly preparing to figure out, like, do I need to take a little bit of time off of work? Literally, I'm in the weight room at the hospital and Jalicia calls and she says, hey, I have good news. Michigan Central has some new money available and we recommended you because you're doing such great work and you've been, such a good lendee. Michigan Central was able to purchase the interest from my loans. So now my loans are all 0%. And then not only did they do 0% for ProsperUs, but they did it for Michigan Women's as well. And because this just wasn't enough money because I had paid down my loan so much already, they were like, we'll just give you the rest in technical assistance. So it actually paid for my accounting services for the year as well. So I don't know. I just think that at the time where I was in such a scary moment where I'm like, I just hired 2 people, but I also need to take time off for surgery. I was just really in a place where it's like, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully I can make it out financially and be okay. And so for my loans to be, reduced to something that was even more, attainable at the time where I needed to take a little bit of time off was just like, I don't know. 1, it was just perfect timing. But then 2, I was just super duper grateful that, someone from ProsperUs even thought to recommend my business for something that was so, in my opinion, grand at the time. I've applied for a traditional loan since then, and I was denied still. But when we talk about our CDFIs and we talk about character-based lending or lenders that are able to take a little bit more risk, from my understanding now is to look at your business through a different lens, because they're not just looking at your historical data. They will take time to sit down and meet with you and understand, the whole of your business, where it came from, the storytelling, your clients, your team, your vision, your growth plan, all these different, they'll put all these factors together and weigh you differently than just looking at your taxes or whatever assets you have. So I do think that for Black and brown individuals, women, I do think that it is really, really important to have the ecosystems that we have now. It does give us a little bit more of a competitive edge and an opportunity to even be competitive. I think initially my definition of success was pay my bills on time, to have clients every day, and to make sure I keep a roof over my head. And now my definition of success has definitely changed, because all of those things are true, but now they are like exponential. Now I see success as legacy. I see success as being able to give back. I see success as having real social values. And I also see success as just withstanding, just being able to stand trial and error and all of those things.